Hello everybody, Neto Pimenta here from Spark to Finish, here in our creative journey to talk about conviction. It is Conviction Friday. What do you stand for? What is the truth that you stand on? What is the message? What is the movement? What is the thing that you deliver with your art, with your craft, with your services, your product? And this reminds me of something that happened recently with a client. Been working with him for a while now, and the very beginning we were working on things that were tangentially to do with his truth, with his essential essence, really, with the essence of his being. And he's a podcast host, he's a community builder, he's a mover and shaker. He was transitioning from one job to another, and eventually we started looking at his website, started looking into what way is he portraying himself and how much is he sharing of himself, right? And we work on getting him more in touch with his message, in connection with his message, and to put it out there in a way that was conducive to a dialogue starter. Because that's what, when I talk about conviction, that's what that is. Even if your conviction is coming through an app, a widget, a product, why are people talking about your product? If your product is just a run-of-the-mill thing, right, it's just a better mousetrap, as people would say, when you're not really innovating, you're not bringing anything new, you're not making people feel any which way, it's just something that they have because, I don't know, it's like a pencil. You need it, it's essential, so you buy it, and there's no connection with it. You're never going to talk about your product, you're never going to get any type of free advertisement, which is really the marketing of your story, the word of mouth. So as you get specific with your message, with your convictions, your values, the truth of you coming through, the thing that you do, the way you interact and engage with the world, as he did with him, was so simple. All we did was recraft his About Us page on his website to really have more of him, to have more of why he's doing what he's doing, to have more of the trajectory that got him there, right, from Spark to Finish. And as he did that and started sharing that with his audience, with his tribe, what happened? This is almost instantaneously. He got a new position within an organization that he loves and he's been working with for a long time, a nonprofit that he believes in, because they realized how close, really aligned their two messages were. New guests and new people on his podcast that before, might have only been interested in being there because it was a spot for them to speak, but really when they saw who this person is and what's the truth of their being, they're like, oh yeah, I want to have a conversation with this guy. His audience is my audience. Because we jive. And you start making new connections, new friends, new audience, new market, and boom. All from just sharing the simple truth of who you are. So how can you do that on your script, on your dance, on your sculpture, on your site, on your blog? On your blog, hopefully you're already doing that. But to be more than reporting or passing on facts or documenting, but really sharing who you are, your opinion, point of view, and how you see the world. Let us see the world through your eyes, and if it's similar, the way we see the world, we will connect much faster, and at worst, you get a new collaborator, a new audience. At best, you change somebody and you do the one thing the artists and creatives do when they tell a good story, when they share a good piece of art, which is you reach across the aisle and you touch that person in the simplest way, which is, I know, right? They understand they're not alone. There's at least one more person in the world that feels the same way as they do, that makes art in a way that touches them, and it feels like their message is your message. So share your convictions, share your values. bring a new crowd into your life by sharing more of you. That's Conviction Friday. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about Contribution Saturdays. Take care.